Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and to a very exciting video. So you may have seen a couple of days ago I uploaded a video all about my new WW, the changes that have been implemented, the 3 different ways that you can follow my WW, and it's been very exciting. The buzz has been unreal, so much positive feedback. There have been concerns, there have been a bit of panic, a bit of excitement. There's just been everything thrown into the mix, and I really hope that my video shed some light on things, gave you guys a bit of clarity, a bit of comfort and assurance when you guys have needed it. And yeah, so today I thought what I would do, because I did that video showing what the changes were and each plan and going into each one briefly, I thought I would do 3 videos dedicated to each colour plan, just in case that's useful for you guys in kind of navigating your way through your choice, or it gives you a bit of information of the one that you have already chosen. So I thought there was no better one to kick things off with than the plan that I've chosen myself, which is blue, as you can see from the title, and I'm very excited to share what blue means with you guys, who I feel this could be good for, my reasons for choosing it myself, and what you can expect as a blue member going forward. So it's worth mentioning that no matter which one you choose, you are not locked into any contract. So if you're today kind of contemplating blue, or you've chosen blue, and the more I get into it you think actually maybe that's not for me, or what happens if I don't really respond to it and everything like that, do not panic. Just hit the reset button, go back into your app and start again and choose a different colour. It is literally as simple as that. What they do suggest, and I mentioned this in my other video, is that you get time to get used to it. Of course, we know from human behaviour that change takes time, change takes a bit of rocking the boat before things kind of settle and the water becomes nice and calm again. So they do recommend a period of about 2 weeks for you guys to get to grips with your chosen colour, for your mind and body to start working as one again. And yeah, so they do suggest a couple of weeks. However, if you get to it and you think, you know what, I'm like 3 days in and I know my body and I know this isn't for me, don't feel penalised, just get it switched over, no big deal. So blue is basically freestyle. So if, like me, you've been a lover of the current plan, you don't want things to change, you don't really welcome this change, it's just caused a little bit of frustration for you, then do not panic. The blue is what is ideal for you, and that is because the blue is basically freestyle with a few added extras, bells and whistles added in for good measure. So you'll be familiar with the Smart Point program, you'll be familiar with the 0 Point program, the 0 Point foods, what they mean, but in a nutshell, as a freestyle member we have access to about 200 what are known as 0 Point foods. Now it's worth noting that 0 Point foods mean that you can eat them till you're satisfied, but you do not need to deduct them from your daily budget. That doesn't change, that's not been tampered with in any way. You still get an allocation of daily points, which are 28, that's not changed. You'll still get your 28 weeklies that you can roll over, that has not changed. Nothing has changed in regards to Smart Points. So the new foods that have been added to the 0 Points list that weren't on there before are parsnips, which I know will please a lot of people. I really love parsnips, so that was a welcome change for me. Also have been added frog's legs, so this is definitely a worldwide innovation, very exciting for those of you that eat frog's legs. I don't eat them personally, but they're available. The next one is quark, which is very exciting. Duck eggs, and the favourite of mine is smoked fish. There is so much confusion, and I noticed this on my what I eat in a days. Some people are saying, why are you eating smoked fish and not pointing it? It's not free. Other people are saying, it's free, why are you pointing it? There's no confusion anymore. Smoked fish is now free on WW. It is a 0 Point food if you are on the blue food group. And that is it. That is everything that is happening with the blue plan. So nothing has changed. It is freestyle. It is exactly as it was before. We just have these 5 new groups that have been added into the 0 Point foods. Again, which I think is incredible. It's ideal for those people that wanted a little bit more on the 0 Point menu, but it's also ideal for those people that didn't really want this change, were perfectly happy chugging along on their plan. They didn't really want this innovation, and I think that's what's perfect about this. I mean, I have had people saying, like, why are they changing things again? But they're not really. If you're a fan of the freestyle plan, then blue is for you. You don't have to do anything different to what you were doing before. Just know that there are a few more things that you can eat now that are 0 Point foods, which is obviously fantastic. There's no real downside to this change. So that is the blue plan. I hope it's given you guys some clarity. And again, so It's ideal for me because I loved the plan. I wasn't really struggling with it. I wasn't struggling in regards to my dailies, my weeklies, my rollovers, everything. I was pretty at peace with it. It was working really harmoniously within my lifestyle, within my dietary requirements. I just really, really liked it. I would say that if you were on the freestyle plan and you were struggling to get along with it, you found yourself feeling restricted, you found yourself perhaps going into your weeklies really frequently, or sometimes even going over your weeklies, or perhaps you were sticking to it as best as you could, but you weren't really seeing a weight loss, you were staying stagnant, you just weren't, it just wasn't sitting right with you for some reason. If that is the case, it might be time to switch to something new. And that leads me on to the next video, which is going to be going through both the purple and the green plans to again shed some light, shed some clarity on the situation, and just gives you guys that information so you can make an informative decision on which plan you think fits into your lifestyle, which one will give you the best results. I feel like it's all about testing things out, isn't it? It's all about seeing what works for us. There is not one right or wrong plan here, and it's worth noting that each one of these plans has been scientifically backed, so there is not one that's any more effective than the other. The only thing that varies is the way that the plans work, and it's just about choosing what's right for your lifestyle. All of them have been backed for you to see a weight loss. All of them have been backed scientifically within their claims. So providing you just choose the one that's right for you, you should be okay. And if not, you do have the other plans to fall back on, which I think is great. It's so inclusive of everybody. It's not like if you don't like freestyle, you're not a WW member. And I think some people did feel isolated before. They did feel like, well, if freestyle isn't for me, then I don't really feel like I belong in this category. I don't really feel like it's doing anything for me. Now you have that option, you have choices, and it's all about the flexibility of it, and I think it's amazing. So yeah, that is definitely what is happening with the blue plan. If you have any questions or anything you want me to shed a little bit more light on, pop it in the comments box down below. I'll make sure I get back to you, and if I don't get back to you, I'm sure the wealth of the community here will all have something to say on this and tips and tricks to share. So yeah, that is it in a nutshell. I hope you've all enjoyed this video. In regards to my what I eat in a day, obviously if I'm blue, they'll be blue, but no matter what plan that you're going on, you can track accordingly, and you can just make this work for you. Food is food at the end of the day. It's not a big deal. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video and found it informative. Let me know in the comments box down below what you've chosen, which plan and why. Also, if you're a blue, let me know why you chose blue, what you love about it, or if you're struggling, let me know why, and let me know if you're thinking about going over to the other plans, because I'd be really interested to chat with you. So yes, thank you so much for watching. I'll link everything that I'm wearing in the description box down below, so you can go and check that out should you want to, and I'll see you in my next video.